This is Free Money Wednesdays, where funding meets vision. Access becomes strategy, the fastest way to get attention. Apply for funding that lets them see your brand in motion. If you're building something worth backing, visibility starts here. Strong organizations are built on more than strategy, they're built on people. At Human Impact Development Consulting, we help organizations strengthen leadership and support staff well-being. We put clear people systems in place that actually work. From HR advisory and policy development to leadership support, we cover it all. Our approach is practical, ethical, and people-centered. If ready for clarity, confidence, and sustainable impact, visit sandrinedunkley.com. Human Impact Development Consulting, where people systems meet performance.
All right. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for staying with me here on Refresh, Relax, Renew. Now, it's time for Free Money Wednesdays. Okay, before we even begin, all right, before I even start sharing the grant information or whatever with you, let me say this, right? There's something I want to share. Yes, episode 36 of Refresh, Relax, Renew, but I think it's episode 35 of Free Money Wednesdays. I'm Coach Raquel, and I'm so happy to have you here with me. The link to the blog is in the scroll, in the ticker below, mycoachministry.com/blog. And I'm going to be I want to share something with you. I know this that I'm going to be sharing with you is what I share. I have what I call the weekly boost. And this is for my exclusive members, those people who are paid members on my platform in my ecosystem, and I provide support to them. Now I'm going to share something with you. I want to start out with this, and then I'm going to go into the Free Money Wednesdays. But before, I just really want to share this with you. And this that I'm about to share with you is something that I ended up doing this because, I had an experience with a client that I was trying to help. And or at least I thought I was trying to help, but it didn't really flow that way. And I felt a bit disrespected, not because the person was intentionally seeking to be disrespectful to me, but the experience made me feel disrespected. And so I got off, and I said, when things like this happen to me, I don't blame anybody. I look at it as something for me that I need to pay attention to. It's a message, a lesson for me. The person speaking to me, and I don't want to be in my feelings. I want to really get the message of what they're saying to me, right? So this is something I shared yesterday, and I want to share it with you as I begin this segment of the show, because I think it's really important, especially for those of you who are entrepreneurs who, when you have struggled, we have this thing where it's almost like we want to save everybody else from struggling because we've struggled. But that's not your job. That's not your job. As a support system, it's not your job to try to save somebody, to try to be somebody's hero. They are their own hero. They are their own hero, and we should be strengthening them to be their own hero. And so I want to share this with you today that I shared. When your strength becomes your strain, 3 traits to steward wisely, right? There are traits we carry that in a healthy environment are powerful assets when they're wanted, right? But in an unhealthy one can quietly become our disease, right? So this week's reflection comes from a place of honesty, growth, and gratitude. It really came from how I was feeling, and so I just want to share this with you. 3 traits to use wisely so they don't use you, so the traits don't use you, not people. So the first one is your passion to serve. Care deeply, of course, but never forget your place. Their business is theirs, not yours. Number 2, overextending in the name of help. Doing more than you're assigned isn't kindness when it when it when it removes accountability. Excellence is integrity. Overreach is interference. And the last one, wanting it more than they do. I used to suffer with this. I don't suffer with it anymore. Thank you, God. You can't desire growth for someone more than they desire it for themselves, unless asked. Unless asked, manage your giving. I wanted to share that with you. I found this on TikTok and I thought, oh my gosh, I have to share this. I have to share this. And I have to also say congratulations to this person on your grant application approval. I want us to know that there are people out there who are receiving grants. As a matter of fact, I'm currently working with a client right now who we're currently going through a grant application for her, and this grant will be successful. It will be successful, and we are currently working on it for her, for that organization, and I'm so proud of it. But I just wanted to share this with you because I want you to be hopeful. Right, I wanted to share this with you. Congrats, your application has been approved. And the approved amount is $23,000. And of course, they provided bank details. And the message here, new business, existing business, SBA grants are being approved for qualified startups and small business owners every day. No gimmicks, no guessing, just the right process. And you can comment fund to learn more. And this, I just wanted to show it to you because I want you to understand that not only it's not just possibilities that exist for you. Real life solutions exist for you. Real life solutions exist in your real world. In the area of funding, I did not just call this segment Free Money Wednesdays for no reason. Money is really out there. I've been a beneficiary of multiple grants and projects that gave me the biggest payouts, right? And not just the biggest payout, but these projects challenged me. They challenged me and they grew me and they groom me as well, because it really helped me learn how to attract big funders, how to bring solutions to big funders, how to get them to know me, see me, interact with me. So it's a real thing. I remember I went through a process where I lost everything. It was taken from me, stolen from me, whatever you want to call it. I just feel like God rerouted it. All right. That's how I feel about it. But I remember being at zero, not sure what to do, and getting the call. It was a funded project. And I remember those, like, they saved my life. And that's why I say again, your ecosystem, you have to have the right potpourri or mix, the right mix of people that you're connected to. It's funny because for a long time I felt like I'm not very social, I'm not connected, but that's not true. Actually, I'm very connected. It's just, who am I connected with? I'm not necessarily connected to people who we just sit down and chit chat every day. I'm connected with people who are busy movers and shakers. That's why and I didn't really consider it company because I was more thinking social. No, I'm very well connected. I have a very strong group of influencers and movers and shakers who I'm connected to or connected with, who actually care about me, my mentors, and stuff like that. So my support system. So you have to have a good blend. It can't just be people in your immediate community. It can't just be people who share your thoughts and your views. You have to know people from different spaces in different places in life, so that it need to be your group need to be, your connection or your ecosystem, your environment need to be dynamic. You need to be dynamic. But yes, let's now go over to some grants I want to share with you for today. And first I'm going to share a video. God moves and my life and my life grows. You know, God moves and I expand. God moves and I'm here. Anyway, so I want to share this clip with you, and then I'm going to share with you a couple of grants that are available for February. All right, let's go. These grants I'm about to share with you, they're actually not on my not on the blog. They're actually in my exclusive group. This is a group. This is information I share in my exclusive membership. But I wanted to just share it with you today, so you know they're available. You don't have to pay for the information because I'm sharing it I'm sharing it with you right here. And they don't pay for the information once you're part of the membership that you paid for, and it's not expensive, like $9 for the month. Once you're part of that membership, then you get access to all the resources that we share, all of it. So I'm just letting you know that this particular one I'm sharing, you will not find it on the blog. But if you're one of my members, then you'll have access to the resource center that we're building every day. So here we go. Let's play this one first, and then I'll share it with you.
So also knowing versus applying the critical gap, right? You do have to actually sit down, strategize. So maybe at the first of the month, you look through the grant list and look at the grants that you want to apply for. Then you establish a timeline. When are these grants due, and when am I going to submit them? Then you actually set aside time to actually write the grant. Maybe take a day, right? Like I'm going to take a day to do it, or I'm going to take a week to do it. But set aside 30 minutes a day or 20 minutes a day to work on the grant. You have to strategize and organize. Make sure you review. Get somebody else to review. So if Tonda writes a grant, ask Keisha to review the grant for you, right? Like basically, Tasha might say, I wrote this grant, but you're not going to really check yourself. And I told you, AI, even though it's great, it's not always perfect. So Tasha might say, I wrote this grant. Tonda, can you review it to make sure it makes sense to you? Always triple check yourself to make sure that grant is tight, because you might miss something simple that can cost you the grant. That can be a critical gap.
Absolutely. Wow. Absolutely. I have her details running in the ticker. Dr. Ebony Gray, Ebony A. Gray, and you can find her on YouTube. Dr. Ebony Gray, and her company. Oh man. All right. Next week, I'm going to give you information. You see, it's not because I'm sloppy why I don't have it. It's because it's for my exclusive members, and that's where it is. Where I have it is for my exclusive members. That's why I don't have it with me. I just want to share these grants with you. It's difficult for me to read it from, I can. All right, so the ones I'm going to be sharing with you are all ones that are, their deadlines are in February. See here? All February 2026. All February 2026. Of course, I have it for the full year, but for today, I'm sharing just the ones that it's February, so I share the ones in February. Again, if you're a member if you join my membership, the Calm Collective, this is information you have access to all the time. I give you all the updates. I'd like to invite you to join the Calm Collective. It's cheap. It's $9 for the month, and there's so much information that's being built and shared there. It's a whole resource center, a support hub that I call it, where we share all kinds of information. You're able to ask me questions. You're able to, every month, you get to book a session with me, stuff like that. And we can share information. And I encourage you to create your own. As you come into my network, you can leverage that network by creating your own. As my network shares information with you, you can create your own network and share that information with them. And let's pass it on. Right? Anyway, let me just go to these grants that I want to share with you that are currently available. The first one is the Nordic Baltic Mobility Network funding, and that is for the Europe. And then we have, I'm just going to tell you the grants that are available and you can see on the screen some of the things, because it's difficult for me to share everything with you. I want you to see the deadline. All right. So I'm just going to share the name of the grants, but as you look at the screen, you can see like the deadlines and things like that. All right. So let's just go. Let's go. I'll share the grant and the region. Right. All right. So it's Nordic Baltic Mobility Network funding. That's Nordic and Baltic countries. Legacy Disposal Site Abatement Grant Program for California statewide. Cyber ASAP Year 10 Phase 1 National UK. And then we have Creative Heights for Oregon statewide. Connect Fund Round 2 Northern Ireland/UK. Partner agreement with California, CESU, Pacific Coast, Mariana Archipelago, and that's Australia. And then you have, I don't know if it's archipelago or archipelago, lago, anyway, whatever. my apologies. Community development grants, that's for Chicago. SBP and SMP Startup and Expansion Grant, California statewide. Seed Grant for media outlets to cover national resource management and green growth in Nepal 2026. That's Nepal. And then we have FAO International Innovation Grant 2026. That's global. The SPP and SMP, right? This is where we're. So all of these that I was sharing with you, I'm sorry, I was scrolled down at the time, but here we are. All right. So now we go to the seed grant for media outlets. That's what I just said. And as you can see, the deadline is February 15. What? Okay, February 15, like in 3 days. So the deadline's over. You can see the deadlines here. And I'm going through the names of them. And then we have, after the seed grants. It's not just a grant, it's seed grants for media outlets to cover national resource management and green growth in Nepal 2026. And that's for Nepal. FAO International Innovation Award 2026. That's global. You can see right here where we're at. That's $10,000. You can see it on the screen. Qualcomm Make in Africa Startup Mentorship Program 2026. Then we have UNESCO World Press Freedom Prize 2026. It says UNESCO Guillermo Cano World Press Freedom Prize 2026. That's global. Rep Air Advancing Aircraft Maintenance GBS 2026. That's US national. Then you have Norden, that's Nordic and Baltic Region Community Legacy Fund. All on there. Legacy Fund. England Creative Careers Services 26, 27 to 28, 29 UK wide. Then we have 2026 National Geological and Geophysical Data Preservation Program USA National. You have Nike Community Impact Fund. That's Portland Metro, Willamette Valley, and SW Washington. You have Project Assistance, Community Arts Festivals, British Columbia, Canada. Then we have National Grassroots Organizing Program, NGO, USA and Territories. Local Training and Education Program for the Prevention of DV, California statewide. Then we have for Ghana, and we have UNICEF Venture Fund Startup Lab Cohort 6. And that is Ghana. Then we have America 250 request for proposal, RFP, US, that's for USA, for the USA. Then we have SB 1 Sea Level Rise Adaptation Track 2, that's CA Coast and SF Bay, North America. National Sexual Abuse Support Line, England and Wales. Presidential 1776 Award, USA and Territories. Let's see if we're still on the February. This is so funny. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Yes. So those are still for February. Still going. Still going. As you can see, the deadlines over here. So it's February. All right. And then now we're at the FY 2025 to 2026 Listos California Regional Grant. That's for California coastal region. Then you have FY 2025-26 Listos California CERT, CERT Support Grant, LC Program, California, UNESCO Program 2026, that's global. Then you have Listos California Regional Grant, Coastal California, Literacy Coaches and Reading Specialists Grant. That's also statewide in California. And then we have more Nordic Baltic Mobility Artist Residences, and that's for the Nordic and Baltic region. Housing assistance for victims of human trafficking, USA National. Integrated services for minor victims of human trafficking, USA and territories. Preventing trafficking of girls, USA National. Supporting survivor engagement in anti-trafficking, USA National. Adopt Facilitator Support Grant, Round 6, England. Tactical Missile Innovation Challenge, USA. Lead Hazard Reduction Capacity Building, USA National. Helping Justice Involved Re-Enter Employment 2.0, that's California statewide. And we keep going, All right, so we're almost done. We have what, 2 more to go? 3 more to go, and we're done for February. Right, so we spoke about the helping justice, right? And then we have 988 suicide and crisis lifeline administrator, that's USA National. And then we have Species Recovery Program, SRP, that's in England. And the final one for February is Port Infrastructure Development Program, PIDP, and that is US National. And those are the ones that are currently available for February. All right, so as I went through them, share it with you, you can now take this information, you can go online, plug it in, search so you can get the details for the application of a grant. Or, like I said before, if you need our help and support, you can join my membership, my monthly membership, join the Calm Collective and gain access to the resources that are there, as well as access to people who can help you get the information. Because once you're part of the membership, then you can let us know what information you need more on, and then we can help connect you with that. We're not there to do the work for you. We're just a support system to help you, right? So that's why we're there. That's why it's important for you to know what you want so you can ask the right questions to get the support that you need. I'm Coach Raquel. Thank you so much for watching. Today. It's been my honor to serve you. And it is my hope that these grants that I just shared with you, you'll find them useful and helpful. You don't have to suffer. You don't have to struggle. Help is here. Help is out here. Just be great at help seeking. Be great at networking. And you don't even have to be great. Just do it. Just seek help and get better at it. You know what I mean? Because there is help out here. We don't have to just focus on what's not going right. You can actually focus on also what the solutions are, because you know, we've been talking about, we're hearing a lot about the trafficking and blah, blah, blah. I think I mentioned about 3 or 4 or so grants that have been made available to address those issues. So we can choose which side we want to focus on, the dark side or the light side, or where the light, we want to focus in the dark or want to focus where there's light. You know what I mean? So God is not just allowing the dark to happen. He's also creating light. We just need to find it. Anyway, thank you so much for watching Free Money Wednesdays today. I'm Coach Raquel. It's my pleasure to serve, and it is my hope that I see you soon as part of my membership, as part of the Calm Collective, where we can provide more support to you. Thank you so much for watching. Let's go to our next segment, our final segment. Yeah.
Unlock your potential every Thursday with our podcast, Refresh, Relax, Renew. Join Coach Raquel as she guides you through personal development journeys. Each episode focuses on actionable steps to enhance your personal journey. The podcast features 3 main segments to keep you engaged. We start with discussions on trending topics relevant to your growth. Then we unbox solutions to common challenges we face daily. Finally, stay updated with fresh funding opportunities each week. Tune in every Thursday for new episodes, and see you there. New York, November 2025. No narration, just sounds. This docuseries captures fragments of my time in New York. What I noticed, where I paused, what stayed with me, unfiltered, unrushed. Presence over performance. Premiering exclusively on YouTube at My Coach Ministry.
I love to open new packages. There will be the latest information on top funding opportunities for entrepreneurs who are seeking funding. Come along with me. I'm Coach Raquel, and this is a passion project for me, so I am so happy to bring this to you. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for watching.